Hey there, diligent students! Welcome to part 4 of our Study Tips and Academic Advice series. In part 1, we talked about setting the stage. In part 2, we transformed your study environment. And in part 3, we mastered time management. Now it's time to supercharge your learning with some dynamic active learning strategies. Let's face it, reading a textbook cover to cover or word for word can be a snooze fest, puts you to sleep in no time, and you won't remember a thing. But fear not, because we've got secret weapons: summarizing and paraphrasing. Summarization and paraphrasing are like a highlight reel for your brain. After reading a section, try summarizing it in your own words by jotting down the main ideas in your own words. This not only helps you understand better, but also makes the content more memorable. You'll be amazed at how much better you remember the material. Flashcards are like your pocket-sized study buddies. They're great for memorization. Create flashcards with key terms on one side and definitions, explanations, or examples on the other side. They're fantastic for memorization. Test yourself, and you'll be surprised at how quickly you can recall information. It's like having a mini quiz show anytime you want. Mind mapping is like bringing out your inner artist while you study. It showcases your creativity. Create a visual representation of a topic, with the main idea in the center and branches for related concepts. It's an awesome way to see how ideas are connected, making complex subjects much easier to grasp. For subjects like math or science, practice is the key. Don't just read through equations or concepts. Practice them. Solve problems, work through equations, and tackle real-world challenges. Active learning isn't just about reading, it's about doing. It's like learning to ride a bicycle. You get better with practice. The more you work through problems, the more it aids your understanding. One of the most effective ways to learn is to teach. Share what you've learned with a friend, a family member, or even an imaginary student. Explaining a concept to someone else forces you to really understand it, and it's a lot more fun than just reading. Also, you can form study groups with your peers. And if you are wondering, study groups aren't just for socializing, they're a powerhouse of active learning. Discussing topics with your peers, teaching each other, and debating ideas can solidify your understanding. We've all been there. The night before the big test, cramming all the information into our heads. But here's the thing, cramming is a big no-no. It might work for a day, but it's not sustainable or effective in the long run. Active learning is about consistent, regular practice. You don't want to be on a roller coaster ride when it comes to cramming. Space out your study sessions. Learn a bit each day, and review previous material regularly. This technique makes sure you remember what you learn for the long term. Studying one subject for hours can lead to fatigue and boredom. Mix things up. Rotate between different subjects during your study sessions. This keeps your brain engaged and prevents burnout. Finally, stay curious. Ask questions and seek answers. Don't just passively absorb information. Actively engage with your studies. Remember, curiosity is your best friend when it comes to learning. By incorporating these active learning strategies into your study routine, you'll not only make studying more engaging, but also supercharge your understanding of the material. So, put these techniques to work and say goodbye to boring, snooze-inducing study sessions. Stay tuned for part 5 and keep rocking your academic journey because you're on the path to success.